All right, what's up, everybody? If you're looking for the show that keeps you current on the top cyber news stories of the day while enabling you to be the best cyber practitioner you can possibly be, alongside developing amazing friendships and relationships with a supportive, inclusive community, well, then look no further, my friend, because you are at Simply Cyber's Daily Cyber Threat Brief podcast. This is episode 1012 on a beautiful Tuesday, November 25th, 2025. We are off and running. Get ready to cook. Let's go. Good morning, everybody. I hope everybody had a lovely Monday kickoff to the week and just continuing to slide on. And it is a Thanksgiving week, which means some of us are having a 3-day week, kind of taking it easy, sliding into a nice long weekend. I will be working on Friday, but I am taking Thursday off, which is hilarious because I told my wife, I told Mrs. Auger yesterday, hey, you know, I'm taking Thursday off. And she said, obviously. Obviously, I'm like, yeah, obviously. So good morning. Hey, guys, if today's your first episode with us, 1012, you picked a good one to get into. I am going to go through the top cybersecurity news stories of the day. I have no idea what they are. Didn't prep a research for them.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
That's what's going on there. But I will tell if it's first episode, hashtag first timer in chat. Drop a hashtag first timer in chat. We have a special emote, a special sound effect. The squad members above me and the mod team like Jenny Housley, DJ BSEC, Haircut, Fish, Casually Joseph when he wakes up, Jay Crypto, guys. We are all here as one community on the regular. So hashtag first timer, welcome to the party, pal. Every single episode of the Daily Cyber Threat Brief is about an hour long, but 30 minutes of it is pure, jam-packed, hot cyber news led by a qualified expert instructor. I hate to self-aggrandize, but essentially I've got the experience and the education to be able to lead a kind of threat assessment briefing here, which is what this is. So if you pare back the retro synthwave, if you take the cool music away, if you have this sick playlist not part of the show, then it's an instructor-led webinar. Hold on, let me. Welcome to the webinar. It is worth half a CPE. So we do have some fun here. There's no reason that education and threat briefings have to be boring and suck. So say what's up in chat. Grab a screenshot right there. Stones fan, Sierra Montgomery, Steve Young, Pierre Housestead. Guys, grab a screenshot, file it away. Once a year, count those screenshots, divide by 2. That's how many CPEs you got. If you do it every single day we're here, you get about 120 CPEs. Thank you, Kayla Sturgeon, for crunching the numbers. Guys, we got a great one for you. Every single day of the week has a special segment, and Tuesdays is Tidbits Tuesday, where I share a little bit about myself and see if we vibe. We've had things in the past like me like wrestling my wife in my sleep, thinking that she was Bo Jackson. And my absolute loathe for sour cream. I don't know. I don't know where it's going to go. We don't know. I don't know. But we do know we're going to have fun getting there. For all you solo operators like Joey, Ad Tech, guys, I got to tell you, do me a favor. I don't say this one very often, but if you are a solo operator, you're the only person in cyber or you're the only person in IT, you look like Cthulhu because you've got 8 arms running around for all the things you got to do and you're alone. Hashtag Team Solo. I want you to know you can think of Simply Cyber and the greater Simply Cyber community as your extended workforce. You don't have to do it alone. Believe me, being alone sucks. I'm well aware of it. I have been alone, and having a support group, having people you can turn to is an amazing thing to have. Simply Cyber, it's much more than a YouTube channel. It's a movement. It's a community. It's just all about good times. Let's go. Now, before I get into the news and melt everyone's face, Phil Stafford, put on some SPF 50 because I'm going to go full nuclear today and melt faces. Let me say shout out and love to the stream sponsors, those who enable me to bring this show to you, starting with Flare Academy. Now, some of you may have taken the Flare Academy training yesterday. They do these 2-hour long-form webinars led by absolute bosses. Yesterday was the AD, Entra AD. If you are into identity and access management, you definitely wanted to have catch that. Check this hotness out. They are going large as they finish for the year. They're running a panel. They haven't done this before. Go to simplycyber.io/flare in your web browser now, simplycyber.io/flare to register for this absolute free session. It's 1 hour long, December 11th. Everybody's chilling at the end of the year. Wouldn't it be nice to be able to look back at 2025 and have some hot thoughts around key moments? Guys, usually it's one instructor. They're bringing out the big guns today. Eric Clay, Chief Marketing Officer. Matthew Lavoie, Chief Technical Officer and co-founder. Oleg Ilipko, CTI Analyst. Tammy Harper, Senior Threat Intelligence Researcher. Guys, this is going to be a banger. I absolutely would strongly encourage you check it out. Thank you very much, Flare, for continuing to just put out heaters left, right, and center. I do want to say shout out and thanks to Anti-Siphon Training. Now, Zach Hill reached out to me yesterday and said, dude, you got to share this. So I'm sharing this. Check this out, guys. Anti-Siphon's Training's annual Black Friday sale is back, and this year they've got something really cool and special going on. On-demand access to 50-plus anti-siphon trainings, full access to the cyber range, one free virtual ticket to Wild West Hackin' Fest Denver, and it's all in their biggest sale of the year. You do have until December 31st to register for this deal. Check this thing out. 1 year subscription to all of these things. If you can get your training budget, your training dollars, guys, if it's going to expire at the end of the year with your employer, don't let it expire. Go get it. All right, check it out. Here's the link right here. I'm going to drop it in chat. Anti-Siphon Training going big with their it's not even Black Friday. It's like their holiday special. You basically get full access to their entire catalog for the entire year, including the cyber range. Pretty dope. Love it. Let's hear from ThreatLocker really quick, and then we're going to get cooking on the news. I want to give some love to the Daily Cyber Threat Brief sponsor, ThreatLocker. Do zero-day exploits and supply chain attacks keep you up at night? Well, worry no more. You can harden your security with ThreatLocker. Worldwide, companies like JetBlue trust ThreatLocker to secure their data and keep their business operations flying high. ThreatLocker takes a deny-by-default approach to cybersecurity and provides a full audit of every action allowed or blocked for risk management and compliance. Onboarding and operation is fully supported by their US-based Cyber Heroes support team. Get a free 30-day trial and learn more about how ThreatLocker can help prevent ransomware and ensure compliance. Visit threatlocker.com/dailycyber. All right, everybody, you ready? Let's do it. Computer, load up the Chiron. Thank you, computer. All right, everybody, do me a favor. Elliot Mattice, Alpha Sierra, Sean Sailors, Marcus Kyler, Bruce and Hacks, Roswell UK, all of you squad members, sit back, relax, and let's let the cool sounds of the hot news wash over us in an awesome wave. As always, I will see you at the mid-roll.
Lines. These are the cybersecurity headlines for Tuesday, November 25th, 2025. I'm Sarah Lane. CISA orders feds to patch OIM. CISA ordered federal agencies to patch a critical Oracle Identity Manager, or OIM, 0-day by December 12th, after evidence showed attackers were probing the flaw weeks before Oracle issued a fix on October 21st. The bug lets unauthenticated attackers take over OIM with a single HTTP request, with researchers at Searchlight Cyber calling exploitation trivial. SANS Internet Storm Center's Johannes Ulrich found logs showing pre-patch scans dating back to late August, pointing to at least one threat actor using it as a 0-day. It is now on CISA's known exploited vulnerabilities list.
All right. So a couple things here. Number one, Number one, if you're running Oracle Identity Manager, you absolutely have to patch it.
You gotta patch it.
You have to patch it. This is not a joke. Okay. Anytime you have a technology that has to do with security, especially in, basically a zero trust architecture paradigm, which is what we live in now, the identity and access that's granted with identities is one of the most crown jewels. This is why getting domain controller, domain admin, getting ownership of AD has long been the crown jewel, kind of the finish line for a pen test. It's because once you own AD, you can do anything. You have access to all the things. So basically this is legit. Now Oracle is, for those who don't know, because maybe you're young, Oracle is kind of like an enterprise grade only solution. It's incredibly and Oracle is a company, right? Identity Manager is just one of their products, but traditionally all of the Oracle products I've ever interacted with has been big and bloated and just large, right? And even the Oracle e-business suite that's been getting punched in the mouth lately, I'm sure is not trivial. So this is going to be for large enterprises. Likely team solo people are not running Oracle Identity Manager, so you will have to connect with your IT counterparts. Perhaps if you're large enough, the identity and access management team to get this sorted out. But this is an absolute must fix. The next thing that I would say is there's a couple things like, all right, gather around the corner here, or gather around the fire, right? When it comes to vulnerability management, which is what this is a vulnerability. We have to take into account GRC Mafia people. We have to take into account a couple things on like prioritizing or evaluating this, right? Number one is like, what's the impact if this gets popped? Okay. For me, that's the first thing. How bad is this? All right. This is awful. Okay. Number two is like, what's the likelihood of it getting popped? Now there are a couple nuances to deciding how likely it is, right? It's not just like, can it be done? Like, is there an exploit out in the wild? Number one, right? Number two, how easy is it to exploit? Just because there's an exploit out there, or a POC, a proof of concept exploit, basically like a defanged version of the exploit on GitHub, for example, that doesn't mean that it's trivial to exploit. Some exploits or some vulnerabilities require setup. Some vulnerabilities, the exploit has to fire just right. Okay. So the level of sophistication on exploiting is another variable that needs to be accounted for. In this one, this is why I'm like, well, you got to go. In this one, they're talking about it being trivial to exploit. That's a key word here. Trivial. That means that I could do it. Okay. Right. This means my son, 10-year-old, rocking around on UGG on his VR or his iPad or wherever he's doing, right? His Bone Lab, he could exploit this. So that means that the whole reason is the population of people that could exploit this is large. Oh my, what? Tony MBA coming in hot, got the risk analyst job, started yesterday, hashtag GRC Mafia. I came in like a wrecking ball. So Tony, take this story and run with it, brother. Dude, sick, super sick. Hold on, I got a GRC Mafia, this guy, GRC Mafia. I think some Oprah would be nice in there. What else we got here? So hot right now. There we go, dude. Nice. Super pumped for you. Oh, of course, in the friggin' wrecking ball. Thank you, Haircut Fish. There we go. If you're a squad member, do me a favor. Go in that emote tray and grab the wrecking ball emote and drop some love for Tony MBA. We always celebrate when members of our community nail it and get a job. All right. So I've outlined why you've got to patch it and the urgency of doing it. Really quick. I already know that you got to patch this, but just from a best practice perspective, let's go to epsslookup.com. Holy Jesus. All right. This is all sorts of bad. Okay. This is all sorts of bad. According to EPSS, You have a 71% chance of being exploited in the next 30 days if you're running this, okay? Which is like guaranteed. Number two, of the hundreds of thousands of vulnerabilities in EPSS's database, this ranks as in the 98th percentile for bad. All right. There are not many more vulnerabilities out there that could be worse. That's what this means. That's not good. And then, of course, CVSS scoring is saying it's a 9.8, which is gross. Honestly, again, I hate to be such a nerd, but this is actually a 10 now. Okay, so just really quick, this is a 10. It says 9.8, but when it's actively being exploited, it gets bumped up to a 10. That's kind of the rule of thumb, right? Like wink, wink, nod, nod. Like if you work in GRC, you know damn well a 9.8 means really bad, but not exploited. 10 out of 10 means active exploitation, which this one absolutely is. Final thing I'll say is, yes, go patch it. But as they mentioned in the story, Johan Ulrich from SANS Internet Storm Center has identified telemetry suggesting that pre-patch, before the patch came out, scans are being done looking for this vulnerability, which means you very much likely could have gotten punched in the face already. So go threat hunting. Go threat hunting. I don't have time to look for this right now live on stream, but basically, if you're running here's your call to action, okay? This is what you got to do. And by the way, if you're new here, I don't typically demand that you have to do anything. I'll strongly suggest this is one where I'm going to pull out that arrow from my quiver and shoot it. If you're running an Oracle Identity Manager, you have to make sure that this gets sorted out ASAP, and then you have to go threat hunt and make sure that you were not exploited prior to patching it.
Delta Dental of Virginia incurs data breach. Delta Dental of Virginia says a compromised email account exposed personal and health data for about 146,000 customers. The breach was discovered April 23rd and may have allowed access to emails and attachments going back to March 21st, including names, social security numbers, government ID numbers, and protected health information. The company says there's no evidence of misuse, but is offering a year of free identity protection and credit monitoring to affected individuals. Systems.
All right. I'm glad I went long on Oracle Identity Manager so we don't have to go long on this story. Hi. Insurance company of state variable. Data breach impacts X number variable of customers. Insurance company suffers no loss of data. This is like this company, like this report just goes short of saying like business operations were not impacted and shareholders' value was not compromised. Oh, we got some gifted subs here from Brian. Brian with the gifted subs.
Did we just become best friends? Yep.
Thanks, Brian Gruss. Definitely appreciate it. So, I mean, if you needed hey, listen, guys, you know, the holidays are right around the corner. Nothing quite fits under the tree like identity theft protection. You know, you've already got 7 or 8 of them. Bundle it up, put a bow on it, re-gift it. Take it as your secret Santa. Yankee swap, identity theft protection. That's definitely going to work. Throw a couple scratchies on there. You got yourself a nice little office gift.
Down at postal operator in Ukraine. The Ukrainian Cyber Alliance, also known as UCA, claimed responsibility for a cyber attack that disrupted Donbas Post, a Russia state-owned postal operator in occupied eastern Ukraine. The attack reportedly wiped out more than 1,000 workstations, around 1,000 virtual machines, and several dozen terabytes of data.
Oh.
Donbas Post restricted services and suspended branch and call center operations. The disruption coincided with a drone strike on local energy infrastructure, leaving many wondering if the incidents were perhaps coordinated. UCA has previously targeted Russian financial, telecom, and municipal systems.
Dude, Micah Romain in chat. Blank company compromised blank months ago, affecting blank customers. Yes. Dude, like cybersecurity, like sometimes we deal with real things. Sometimes it's Mad Libs. All right. This sounds pretty awful, guys. This postal operator out of Ukraine, Eastern Ukraine, which is Russia occupied. They didn't say Crimea, but I mean, actually, I don't even know, like, European people in chat. I know we don't typically have like Ukrainians or Belarusians or Russians for sure, but how do people perceive Crimea? Like, is Crimea, like, do we recognize it on the world stage? I guess, Elliot, do we recognize it as Ukraine, or like the way that we recognize Taiwan as its independent country? Like, I don't quite know, but they said Russia occupied Eastern Ukraine. Oh, wait, hold on. This isn't even the right story. Wait a minute. What happened to the post office story? Hold on 1 second. Okay. Must have closed it by accident. All right. Moscow run postal operator. So pro-Ukrainian activist group. So, this is an ideologically motivated attack. This is a pretty serious attack, by the way. Like, dude, hacktivists typically, like, hacktivists can be everything from like, picketing outside the building, all the way to like denial of service attacks you'll see, or sharing information that might shed light or bring light to atrocities or issues or whatever. And then you have this. This is like next level. Dude, they wiped thousands of workstations, hundreds of virtual machines, several dozen terabytes destroyed. This is a real, like, this is real impact, man. It coincided with Ukrainian drone strike on energy infrastructure and left 500,000 without power. Okay, so a couple things here. Number one, this is a geopolitical, Russia-Ukraine story. Okay, so for the most part, there isn't much here for practitioners to take action on. Okay, like the Oracle Identity Manager, that was like, get going. Live Beat Labs hopping in the car. Let's go. Okay, so, but this is a good opportunity for educating people in general. When we think about threat actors, right? Whenever, again, I'm a big GRC dork, so I always try to bring things back to GRC. Whenever we're actually doing, like, we found a risk in our environment and we're trying to evaluate it and come up with some type of qualified calculation, the first thing you have to do is threat modeling, right? You can't just be like, oh, here's a vulnerability. Like, that's why vulnerability scanner results are, an opening position at best, because you have to do threat landscape and threat modeling, or threat modeling on the threat landscape to figure out what's up. And when you're thinking about that, you have a certain number of threat actors. Number one, financially motivated cyber criminals. That's our number one concern for most of us. Number two are nation state threat actors. And you can get caught up in the collateral damage. There's only one internet, right? Look at Mondelez and Zurich. I mean, not Mondelez and Zurich. Mondelez and Maersk. When the NotPetya attack went through. Then we get a smaller group of people, and that's hacktivists, right? And this is ideologically motivated, definitely something to be concerned with. And then finally, like, revenge people, right? You wronged me at work, or my spouse, my loved one wronged me, and I'm going to like destroy their business or whatever. So much smaller population of threats you have to worry about, but just know, for the threat landscape and threat modeling, this is a real one, especially when you start dealing with hot topics. Russia, Ukraine is one. Palestine, Israel is another one. Also, don't sleep on things like Roe versus Wade, politics in the United States. Just all sorts of things that people take strong positions on. You could deal with this. Now, the final thing I want to point out here. And again, I definitely own this one. I definitely own this. I long believed that global war in a modern world was going to be primarily fought on the internet. Like cyber capabilities would reign supreme. Obviously, I had a lot of bias because of what I know. But it's proven time and time again that cyber is a complementary capability. And this right here is just another example to support that claim. They run this massive wiper attack, destroying thousands of systems and terabytes of data. That is massively disruptive, while at the same time launching a kinetic drone attack into a energy system, knocking power out to thousands or tens of thousands of people. That is, for all intents and purposes, guys, that's a terror attack. It is. You basically don't have, like, it disrupts communication and it takes out power. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, that's a terror attack. Now, again, remember this final thing. Terror attacks are the same thing as signs of patriotism, depending on your perspective. Okay. I'm sure the Ukrainian hacktivists do not think of themselves as terrorists. They probably think of themselves as liberators, freedom fighters, patriots. Okay. Very important to note that perspective is critical when doing these type of evaluations.
Fluent Bit bugs allowed cloud disruption. Researchers from Oligo found 5 long-standing and easy-to-exploit vulnerabilities in Fluent Bit, a widely used open-source log collector deployed across every major cloud platform. The bugs include authentication bypass, path traversal, remote code execution, denial of service, and tag manipulation. Some flaws date back to more than 8 years and threaten full cluster compromise when chained. Updated versions 4.1.1 and 4.0.12 fix the issues.
All right. Hey, listen, guys. Oh, wait. Let me... There we go. If you... Well, okay. So a couple things. One, Fluent Bit, if you're running it, it's in 15 billion deployments. So that's a problem. Again, trivial to exploit. That's something that...
You gotta patch it.
Yes, Amish Runway. Yeah, it does say Jerry on the bottom. It's a gift. I'll talk about it at Tidbits Tuesday. So open source log collection tool. It could be baked in to other products, right? So like, let's say that you're using some open source SIM. It may be using this Fluent Bit log collection tool as part of its tech stack and you don't know it. Pretty gross here. You can get remote code execution, bypass authentication. These two things alone are awful. Bypass authentication, so you don't need to log in. I'll just take it from here. Thank you very much. Like, look at me. I'm the captain now. Remote code execution, I can do whatever I want because I'm all up in here. I mean, the denial of service at this point is just, I mean, honestly, I'm already apathetic by this point. So doing a denial of service, like, okay, like I'm already dead laying on the ground. Now you're just kicking me. As DJ BSEC points out in chat, this is baked into cloud. So there's no action for you. There's no action for you to take. You're just a passenger on the train, right? This is like basically an announcement that there's been a flaw found in train tracks and, you know, you're on the train. You're not going to get out and fix the train tracks. Like Google, Amazon, or whatever. They're the ones who have to fix it. Oh. Whew. Fluent Bit is in all Kubernetes nodes. Damn, dude. Let's see what is there to do here. All right, there's multiple bugs for sure. All right, so yes, a bunch of CVEs. Thank you. Can we get to like what to do? As a practitioner, what you want to know is like, you know, you don't have to convince me this is bad. Give me action that I can take for resolving, remediating. Dude. Dude, okay. So the entire article takes a victory lap on how great it is that research has disclose this and everything. It's not quite clear to me what to do here. If you're running Kubernetes, I guess you should look into this. This is one of those gross ones, and this is why supply chain is a thing, yo.
Did we just become best friends? Yep.
John V. Hold on, let's show this in the chat. My man John V getting promoted. Thanks for the super chat too, by the way, John V. Gonna call it a wrecking ball because it's a new job. John V, one of our resident AI ML security experts, had a chance to high five this dude in Vegas last year. Congratulations.
I came in like a wrecking ball.
Dude, who knew? Who knew that Tuesday, November 25th was going to be promotion and new job central? My man. Love it, love it, love it. All right, guys. The final thing I want to point out to everybody is, listen, guys, if you're trying to get a CVE and you're like, oh, Fluent Bit is used by the biggest companies in the world, no reason to look there. No reason to look at this open source tool. I got another thing coming for you. There's a bug that's been sitting there for years waiting to be, 5 bugs waiting to be discovered. So don't sleep on bug hunting, guys. Really quickly, a DJ BSEC went, hold on one second. There's a lot of nonsense happening in mod chat right now. So DJ BSEC found this article where this was for the Oracle Identity Manager, and I said threat hunting, you patch it, but then what, right? Looks like there is some additional insight. Oh my God. Some additional insights in here. Oh, here's the IOCs, right? So if you want to go threat hunting, there you go. Check it out. All right.
Huge thanks to our sponsor, KnowBe4. Cybersecurity isn't just a tech problem, it's a human one. That is why KnowBe4's human risk management platform allows you to measure, quantify, and actually reduce human risk across your organization. With AI-powered risk scoring, automated coaching, and reporting, HRM Plus helps you surface your highest risk users and reduce the risk of data breaches and cyber attacks proactively. Ready to move from awareness to action? Request a demo of HRM Plus today at knowbe4.com.
All right, we are at the mid-roll, which means only one thing. I would love a Simple Minds, Don't You Forget About Me cover for Christmas. That's what I would like. All right, guys. Holla, holla, holla. Here we are. We are at the mid-roll. A lot of great news today. John V celebrating. We got a couple new jobs. Love it. Brews and Hacks with a super chat. Brews and Hacks saying,
become best friends. Yep.
If anyone's traveling through the DMV area, DC, Maryland, Virginia over the weekend, they're having their Simply Cyber Locals meetup at Vanish in Leesburg, Virginia at 1 to 5. Contact me for more details. That's at Brews and Hacks. At Brews and Hacks. You can get him in the Discord. Wonderful community member. Thanks, Brews and Hacks, for doing that. And for those who are involved in the locals, I know there's only a small subset of you here, but I do want to get the flags wider distributed and provided to you guys as an opportunity to have some fun. Guys, thank you to the stream sponsors again for supporting. It is an absolute privilege to be able to get up every morning and come serve this community, and I wouldn't be able to do it without the stream sponsors' support because they essentially enable me to pay the bills, right? Shout out to ThreatLocker, Anti-Siphon, Flare, and Barricade Cyber Solutions. Guys, you know Barricade Cyber Solutions. Eric Taylor and the team over there are doing all sorts of great things, but they are also providing a bi-weekly webinar series for you to level you up as a practitioner. Guys, if you are managing an M365 environment or you're interviewing for a company that runs M365, which many of us do, tomorrow, you can attend a 1-hour session from 1 to 2 p.m. and get unbelievable value. In just 1 hour, Eric's going to be running through how to set external sharing defaults for new and existing guests, how to have guest access expire by itself, how to apply retention policies for OneDrive, how to basically make sure that every employee in your company that has OneDrive that can hold sensitive files, that is properly secured and hardened, both from an external and insider threat perspective. So great value here. Go to webinars.barricadecyber.com to check it out and sign up. I'm going to, dude, it's free to register, so you can register. And then if you can't make it, it's fine, but at least it's on your schedule. Really quickly, we have a submission in chat right now. Ooh, guys, it is a Tidbits Tuesday where I share a little bit about myself. Now, who is this? DJ BSEC, of course, the DJ. He has provided 2 different options for Don't You Forget About Me. I don't know what this is. This could be a Rickroll, but let's hear it. Let's see what he's got for us today. Oh, he's got a couple options. Ninja Sex Party? What? Let's try 1st to 11. Here we go. All right, it's a little aggressive. All right, we'll give it a shot. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is 1st to 11. Don't You Forget About Me. I don't know. We'll see. All right, hold on. Let's see. I've never heard of Ninja Sex Party. Let's try it. Oh my God. Hold on now. Hold on. Hey, if you're a first timer here, this is not normal, but Ninja Sex Party, you have my attention. Okay. The dude abides. All right. All right, guys. Every single day of the week has a special segment, and Tuesdays is Tidbits Tuesday, where I share a little bit about myself, see if we vibe on it. Really quickly, here in Charleston, we have an Air Force base that flies DC-3s, I think, or DC-10s. Josh Mason would know. It's the big ones. It's the big ones that look like that, like the flying pickup trucks, whatever they're called. Anyways, a family member was one of the pilots, and as a gift, she got me one of these. I guess all of the pilots run around with these things, but because they all have the same one, they put their name on the bottom so you know whose is whose. This is like one of my favorite mugs. Unbelievable weight. It can hold half a French press. It's got Charleston and South Carolina stuff on it. Yes, sir. Do you have... Ooh. All right, also Tidbits Tuesday. James McQuiggan is getting into Battlefield 6. My handle is Jerry Guy. I'm pretty sure it's Jerry Guy. I'm like really... James McQuiggan, I'll tell you what. Because it's a holiday week, I'm going to take it a little bit easier this week, so maybe we get some Battlefield 6 action today. There is a hobbies channel in the Discord server. We can sync on there, so let's do it. Hey guys, who wants a Battlefield 6 party on Thanksgiving? Let's do it. Dude, I'm loving this song. Hey, really quick, that's the Tidbits Tuesday. I do have something kind of big I want to share with you guys, and I'm kind of asking for some support. I don't do this very often. Hopefully you guys know that. I just released this video last night on the channel. This is a produced video. I'm going to send a link to it if you guys would check it out and share it if you think it adds value. I partner with Let's Defend, but in this video, I do 3 things. Number 1, I show you how to get SOC analyst experience, like practical hands-on real experience without having the job. I give you 3 resume bullets that if you do the first thing I tell you, the resume bullets are accurate. And then I tell you exactly the most optimal path to go find a SOC analyst job using the resume bullets I gave you that you got from doing the first part of what I told you in the video. To me, it's an incredibly valuable video, in my opinion. It's currently the top performing video on my channel, which is awesome. So I'm going to drop a link to that. Please check it out. And if you don't want to, that's okay. I don't really ask very often for much, but this is one I'm gonna go on to. Dropped it in chat. Trying to buy some time right now. Where's my... All right, Alpha Sierra, let us know if this one's going to work. Let's go, let's go. How's the la 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 on this one? Give me the la 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 la's. Let's see, let's see. Feel it. Oh my God, yes sir. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, man. Also, really quickly, at CyberCavi walked her graduation this weekend at CyberCavi. Congratulations, CyberCavi. Awesome. And thank you, Mod Chat, for providing this Ninja Sex Party version. If it doesn't flag the copyright strike, I think we found our new mid-roll. Delicious. Hey, guys, I asked for it for Christmas and Mod Chat delivered. If you're a squad member, please go into the emote tray, if you will, for a minute and give some mod love. That there's an emote for it. Absolutely unbelievable. Thank you. It takes a village, and I'm so grateful to have the mod team.
Hacklore to tackle security myths. A new initiative called hacklore.org launched to push back against long-standing cybersecurity myths like frequently changing passwords or avoiding all public Wi-Fi. Created by former Yahoo and DNC security chief Bob Lord, the project promotes simple, evidence-based practices like passkeys, MFA, password managers, and keeping software updated. More than 80 cybersecurity experts signed the open letter, urging a shift toward practical guidance and support for secure by design and secure by default approaches. Amazon.
All right, hold on. I'm sorry. Myths. Having multi-factor authentication is a myth. What are we talking about here? James McQuiggan, 35 months, blue badge. Almost 3 years. The mods are awesome. We aren't here without your continued support and this amazing community. Guys, 100% true. 100% true. And James, of course, with the 10 gifted subs. Thank you, James. Guys, I got to tell you, like bonus Tidbits Tuesday right now, I am like frothing at the mouth to play Battlefield 6 with squad members. Woo, it's going to be good. We're going to have to get on a group chat. All right, dude. Hacklore.org includes the launch of a website and a letter signed by more than 80 cyber pros. Buddy, send it to me. I'll sign it too. Are you kidding me? Like, who doesn't think that multi-factor authentication is a good idea? The goal is to help everyday people and small orgs. Okay, guys, yes. Like, okay, so I will say there are a lot of myths. This is true. So guys, here's some myths. Number one, never scanning QR codes. Yes, QR codes can be weaponized, but it doesn't happen this often. Marcus Kyler, James McQuiggan just reminded me, I didn't post this yesterday. Best community ever, 35 months. Thank you very much, Marcus Kyler. It's always nice to have you. Here, let me, I might have a squad. Do I have one of the, no. Oh. Here's another myth that should not be promoted. Never charging devices from public USB ports. Guys, this has become so dominant, a myth that's busted, that anytime someone, Caitlin Syrian, the cybersecurity girl, I think she's, when she posts advice to not charge at public USB ports, look at the comments on that one. People lose their mind. This is definitely one of those polarizing security tips that people in our community get crazy about. Regularly deleting cookies. I mean, that's not necessarily a myth. I mean, it's not a bad idea. It does screw you over because it makes your experience worse. But As Nick Ascoli from Flare mentioned at Simply Cyber Firesides last Thursday, in 2026, cookies and session tokens are going to be so hot in 2026.
That Hansel's so hot right now.
Okay, so hacklore.org. Let's check this website out. Okay. What is this? I will tell you, this is pretty cool. Listen, if you are, hey, squad member, 37 months, haircut, fish, let's go. Simply Cyber community. Guys, hey, listen, we do get this from time to time, and people mention it. Wanting to help out in their community, wanting to volunteer, wanting to educate end users. Guys, this is a ground zero resource that's free to help support that. Go check this out. I would seriously bookmark this. Now, you can't send these resources, like you don't send this website to your Aunt Dorothea and say, oh, hey, read this and make yourself better. This is an opportunity for you to get educated and get like dialed in on how you're going to help your Aunt Dorotheas of the world. Yeah. I mean, there's just a bunch of resources here. They talk about VPNs for sure. I don't know. I like Proton VPN personally. It's some good advice. For me, guys, the things that I would tell my, hey, thanks for the squad membership. The things that I would tell my Aunt Dorotheas of the world is multi-factor authentication, all the things. Like they can, non-tech end users can wrap their head around MFA. A lot of services require MFA at this point. So people have normalized it. So it's easy to get that adoption. Password vaults, I think, are amazing, but they're very difficult to get onboarded to, especially for non-tech users.
AI agents hunt deep bugs. Amazon announced it's developed an internal system called Autonomous Threat Analysis, or ATA, to help its security teams proactively detect vulnerabilities across its platforms. ATA uses specialized AI agents to identify weaknesses, perform variant analysis to find similar flaws, and propose remediations before attackers can exploit them. The system comes from an internal hackathon and is now part of Amazon's effort to manage the growing complexity of software security. ShadowRay.
Oh, we got a first timer in chat. What's up, Mad Max AI? Mad Max AI squad members, you know what to do.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Welcome to the party at Mad Max. All right. Amazon's using AI agents for deep bug hunting. Yep. Yeah. As excited as I am about playing Battlefield 6 with squad members, please don't talk to me about what my thoughts on AI and where we're going. Let's see. Yes, AI is doing all sorts of speed, deep bug hunting, writing secure code, finding vulnerabilities, making exploits. Let's see what else they've done here. I mean, dude, this is a great use case for AI. Frankly, there's so much software out there. It's very difficult. I mean, we just talked a little bit a minute ago about this Fluent Bit open source tool that's been around for years with bugs that have been, trivial to exploit that cause massive problems, bypass auth, remote code execution, that have been there for years. And people haven't discovered them, except a threat actor recently discovered it, right? So AI is a great use case for finding these type of vulnerabilities. Also, don't be naive. Don't be a spring chicken or a spring child. Don't be green. Threat actors are using the same capabilities to find bugs. Okay, so it's an arms race essentially between, good and bad to uncover these things and then fix them. I don't think there's any really action for you here. If anything, as a cyber practitioner, what I take out of this is that if I have tech, I should be thinking about using, or if I write software at my company, if my company writes software, I should be trying to use AI agents to help uncover bugs If I'm a threat actor, I'm thinking about using this. But seriously, if you're a pen tester, a red teamer, this could be really nice for you to level up your capabilities and, be faster, find bigger bugs and stuff like that. If you're doing pwn to own or bug bounties type things, definitely an opportunity there. The TLDR is that AI is a very powerful tool.
2.0 turns AI clusters into crypto botnets. ShadowRay 2.0 is hijacking exposed Ray clusters to run a self-propagating crypto mining and data theft botnet. Researchers say that the group IronEarn 440 is abusing Ray's disputed RCE flaw to seize AI infrastructure, steal models and credentials, and spread autonomously across some 230,000 exposed environments. After GitLab shut down their C2, the attackers shifted to GitHub and started targeting large GPU clusters. Without a formal patch, misconfigured Ray deployments can be easy targets.
Hey, you know what? Again, I'm not promoting cybercrime, but whoever the threat actor is behind this, well done, sir. I mean, this is clever. So AI, obviously AI uses a ton of power. The fact that it's AI is irrelevant. I mean, this could have been like, graphics, GPU clusters, whatever. But basically, some threat actor discovered a vulnerability in ShadowRay, which, it runs on top of these large supercomputers. And he basically exploited it to do crypto mining. It's also self-propagating. So it's more of a worm style bug. I mean, a worm style malware. And I mean, the data theft is just extra. I don't even know why they're bothering that. They're crypto mining. Now, of course, with the crypto miner, it's got to go to some wallet and they'll be able to track that. So that's interesting. But, dude, cloud-based infrastructure that is exploitable is going to get exploited. Let's see. Dude, like, think about how, like, this crypto mine, I actually am kind of curious to see if we can. J Crypto, is there any way we can find the wallet that's being fed in by this crypto miner? Because I would love to see how much they're making, if they're making anything. Because that's, really where the rubber hits the road. But dude, these these large AI models are massive power sinks to the point where, I don't know if you guys have been noticing, but like, they're turning nuclear power plants back on. Like, I think 3 Mile Island's about to get reactivated. And basically there's going to be data center, nuclear plant, and then AI humans in a bunker underneath the nuclear plant. Like, that's the future kind of rollout. Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't know what to say here. I mean, if you're running ShadowRay in your environment, you should probably patch it. I can't imagine there's too many people running it. All right, let's do DJ BSEC's EPSS tool, since we did barricades earlier. And we'll have to, it's spinning up Docker. We'll have to come back to this. All right. Oh, Elliot Matthijs is saying that there's a company making mini nuclear reactors. All right. So the way this attack works, it comes in 2 waves. They use GitLab for their C2 infrastructure, hosting the malware payloads, okay, which makes sense. They're using AI to generate the recon payloads. XMRig miners. XMRig miners are really well-known miners. Like, I've seen XMRig for a while, like years. And they're deliberately making sure that they're not using all the CPU resources in order to hide, right? If you have a machine that's pegging out at 100%, it's going to be sluggish. You're going to see it. It's going to call your attention to the problem. All right, hold on. DJ BSEC. I don't even know. What are we doing here, DJP-Sec? Why am I getting different results from you? All right, so that, oh my God. Oh, why is mine? So DJ BSEC says 2023, the CVE from 2023, but the one that I'm pulling up is 2025. Let me see, 480. CVE 2023. So this is actually a 2-year-old bug. That's very interesting. Like, why would you be running? Why would you be running? Like, why would you not patch it?
Ah, you gotta patch
So
it.
check it out. Again, this is a what do they call it? A bumper crop, a banner year for EPSS today. This vulnerability, the ShadowRay one that threat actors are leveraging to get crypto miners going whole hog, 91 percentile. Like, you're basically guaranteed to get exploited if you're running this. So, number one, fix it. As far as how bad is it, we don't see this. This is in the 99.65 percentile. This is almost the worst vulnerability in the entire EPSS database. And then 9.8 out of 10. Like, please bump that. As I mentioned earlier in the show, this is a 10 out of 10. This is actively being exploited. So if you're running ShadowRay, if you're involved with AI infrastructure, I know many of us are doing AI stuff, but this is a very specific type of environment, running AI at scale in Kubernetes. You probably are popped, okay? Or you're going to be in the next 30 days.
Real estate intrusion concerns big banks. Real estate finance services firm SitusAMC reported a cyber intrusion earlier this month that exposed confidential client data, including accounting records and legal agreements. The FBI says it's investigating. The company has notified potentially affected customers, which may include major banks like Citi, JP Morgan Chase, and Morgan Stanley. No ransomware was involved. SitusAMC has since added security measures like resetting credentials, disabling remote access, updating firewalls, and monitoring systems while processing the full scope of the breach. Remember?
Okay. So a couple things here. This real estate company, obviously they're big. They have big banks as customers. Threat actor got in there, did data exfil. Nick Ascoli from Flare came on last Thursday, as I mentioned a couple times already, this show, to Simply Cyber Firesides, and he was talking about threat actors and looking at 2025, 2026. Guys, for multiple reasons, ransomware threat actors are not, many of them are not, I shouldn't say many. There is a good faction of them that are not encrypting your data. Number one, there's like, what am I trying to say here? Businesses have backups really well figured out at this point. Businesses have tech that can detect when files are being encrypted en masse and intervene. So, like, the ransomware encryption payload, I'm not saying that they aren't doing it, but there's we've had 7-8 years to learn from it, and threat actors are realizing that. So they're just exfilling data in mass and then putting it on their extortion site. This is another example of that. Obviously, this is bad news for the bank, but what else did they say here? I do find it funny that they say all the words that sound really, really smart. But for me, I mean, I'm sure they did these things, but for me and you, like, it's like, yeah, they said, after finding out about it, we updated firewalls and turned off remote access or disabled remote access and changed passwords. It's like, yeah, okay. Like, these are standard things. This is like updated firewalls. Okay. So it sounds like they're doing a whole bunch of stuff, but just goes to show you, man, anyone can get popped. It's all about vigilance. It's all about resiliency. But with major banks, I guess the thing is, what kind of data did they have? Accounting records and legal agreements were stolen. I mean, that doesn't compromise the banks, right? It's not like they're getting in and stealing money from the banks. All right, let's go. We are at 9 a.m. exactly. Someone call Nick Barker and let him know we're crushing it. All right, y'all. We did it. We did the thing. We just crushed an hour of Simply Cyber's Daily Cyber Threat Brief podcast, episode 1012. Now, don't go anywhere because we're doing Jawjacking. Jawjacking is a 30-minute AMA show on Tuesdays. Eric Taylor from Barricade Cyber Solutions runs the AMA. What is this? Okay, cool. He runs the AMA. I hope you got value. Congratulations, John, on the promotion to managing director. That's amazing. James McQuiggan will get our Battlefield 6 on. If you would like to play Battlefield 6 with us, like in a clan, I think is the right term, holler at us in the Discord server. We'll be screwing around. We'll be back tomorrow. Wait, hold on. Really quick. Let me see if we have a show today. What's today? Tuesday? Simply Offensive. Yes, we do. All right, so check it out really quickly. At 9:30 a.m. So you got 9 to 9:30 Jawjacking with Eric. And then at 9:30 a.m., Philip Wiley's taking us on a bit of an adventure here as we talk with an offensive security professional about AI versus pen testers. Guys, man versus machine, John Henry challenge, AI versus pen testers. You'll definitely want to hear this conversation. I'm going to give it a like right now. And as I mentioned earlier, if you could do me a solid, I don't typically ask, but if you could do a solid, check out this video. I think it has a lot of value. Obviously, it's a sponsored video, but I do think it has a lot of value. Anytime I do a sponsored video, I try to put extra into it because, you know, bro, what the hell? What is this? Reddit? Boink. All right. All right, guys. Thank you so very much. I'm Jerry from Simply Cyber. Don't go anywhere because we're going Jawjacking. Yeah. Ever wonder what it takes to break into cybersecurity? Join us every weekday for Jawjacking, where industry experts answer your burning questions about the cybersecurity field. Live, unfiltered, and totally free. Let's level up together. It's time for some Jawjacking.
It would help if I had the right microphone. I went through some changes over here. But good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How is everybody doing? If for some reason my chat is not showing. Chat is not showing in Restream. I don't know if that's a me issue. Let's see if I push it. Okay, it will show there. All right, let me log into YouTube. While we're doing this, if you don't know who I am, my name is Eric Taylor. As Dr. Gerald just said, I am the Chief Forensic Operator over here at Barricade Cyber. That is very weird that the chat is not showing up. So unfortunately, I will not be able to highlight anything, but as soon as my chat window shows up in YouTube, I don't know, something's been going funky with my workstation lately. But, like, can I even send a message in chat? I cannot. I wonder if it's a permissions issue. It shouldn't be, because I think Jerry... So, we were having some problems earlier where I couldn't even get in here, and then Jerry had to remove me and add me back. The screenshot he sent over, I am an admin. I don't know. There we go. So I'm now seeing the chat in my YouTube feed. The dolphin got the chat. Yep. Exactly, Steve Young. But we'll talk about this for a second. No, I am definitely not hacked. I can promise you that. I do not subscribe to the mindset. It's either you have been compromised or you just don't know you've been compromised. I just don't subscribe to that mentality. I am very uber paranoid. So I'll post in as myself. So there's something that a new term called click fix has been, or jack fix has been coined. Let's see, can I bring this up on screen without doing a whole bunch of goofiness? Let's see. We'll talk about this. Window, jack fix. All right. Yeah, we'll just leave me down in the corner. That's cool. So you'll probably hear about this a little bit. This literally just came off into my CTI feed, RSS feed earlier. Let me blow this up because when I'm looking here, it's definitely a little small. Okay, so new spin on click fix. So, okay. Let's talk about this for 1 second. You have click fix, you have file fix, which uses the file explorer. And then there's a couple different variations, and they've been calling it clear fake. A lot of the influencers and AI that are, writing stories about this have been calling this clear fake, and it's been around a while to the point where they are. It's starting to become a coined term. So. Non-8K homework folder. I don't understand. J. Ian Michael. I don't understand that. But now it's being called clear fake as part of all of that. So this story is a new spin on the click fix, which is going after mostly Spotify and Cloudflare to make you do the execution. I haven't had a chance to really dig into this, but the jack fix phishing lore, this is a traditional click fix attack. Victims are presented with a new kind of fake technical issue that does not give context to the task they have to fulfill, copying and pasting code they don't understand, but necessarily getting the heart rate, blah blah blah. Through malvertising, they soon interact and they hit a Windows blue screen. The screen is fake, but it does a solid job of recreating a critical Windows update. This consumes the entire screen and includes both a fake progress bar and the loading animations for dots traveling in a circle. What's the point of that? So, downloads URL is da 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 da. Popular info stealers at the end. There are quick fix mitigations that jack fix doesn't address. Okay, so you get a Windows update screen or a fake Windows update screen. Unless it's like dropping malware in the back end of it. Oh, that's just a bug report. Yeah. All right. Now, let's see. Is there anything else on in my RSS feed worth talking about? AI and deepfake powered fraud skyrockets. Okay. This might be political. Again, much like the daily site, the the show, I don't do any research on a lot of this stuff, but mounting cyber threats prompt calls for economic security bill. Okay, so this is in the UK. Yeah, all right, whatever. Oh, there is. There is something I seen this morning. Hold on a second. This is really, really cool. I saw this come across. I'll put this in chat. So, Rhode Island College is building out a cyber range for their students. This is a great bridge between learning from books and learning more core concepts of IT and cyber, but then actually putting them into practice. And this is exactly what we need, ladies and gentlemen. This is exactly what we need. Putting real world situations up and at play here. So definitely look at this. Yeah, live threat feed, which is that looks like Mandiant's live threat feed page. One of the monitors range. All right, whatever. So it'd be cool to see. All right, because again, I'm not able to. I'm going to pivot over to mod chat and see if there's any questions over there. Bear with me 1 second, because for some reason, I don't know why, I can't see chat. All right, scroll down. All right, I'm not seeing any questions. Oh, DJ's BSEX tool. That looks like it may be an update. EPSS in Shodan CVE lookup. Interesting. I don't know if DJ BSEC had Shodan in his original EPSS tool. Interesting. So Kimberly says no questions yet. Okay. Let me actually take my screen off. No, there's no way, Misty Eye, there's no way for me to pin that article. I can just post it in chat as myself, again, because I can't open up chat in Restream. I don't know. And maybe some of the new security field. So we are going through level 2 of CMMC. And when you're going through a lot of these higher end security frameworks, you can do one of two things. You can either create an enclave of a separate environment and put that under the scrutiny, or you can just make your entire organization that way. So I have gone through the painful distinction to say, you know what, we're just all going to be that way. That way I don't have to worry about, am I in an enclave? Am I in protected space? Everything is just protected space. So, and there's a lot of stuff that's going on in our industry right now. But Misty, if there is a link that I'm missing or I have not put in chat, let me know. Another dreary day here in the tri-state from Count Luca LA. Luke, you have some crazy names. You know what? This actually reminds me of a question. When did YouTube start putting freaking numbers after our name? It's like YouTube became Discord for some reason. I don't understand that. I really need to spend some time to figure out how do I fix that. Because I really don't like the numbers behind my name. I don't get it. It's really stupid to me. Well, here, let me, for the sake, this one is the dark reading for the Jack fix. This one looks like it's going to be whatever. This is the UK bill prompting for economic security, mounting cyber threats prompt for calls for economic security bill. And this third one is for the cyber ranges in Rhode Island College. Sorry, Eric. 8K homework folder is keyword for happy time. Some malicious links activated, messing up your YouTube chat. Oh, yeah, sure. Y'all are very quiet today. Question, do you have a webinar, Eric, or did I miss it? We had one that was supposed to happen last week for the Fortify 365, and I am past due on our podcast. We have the last week's webinar, Fortify, is scheduled for tomorrow, Wednesday at 1 p.m. And I'm going to be trying to pick up the Brutally Honest podcast again next week. A little bit of work situations, but a lot of family situations going on right now. So it's been trying to focus on some other stuff at the moment. So sorry. Last week I had to push off the Fortify because we were on a status update call with about 13 people, and I knew that call was going to run long. It's one of those engagements where everybody kind of talks a lot. So I was like, yep, this call is going to butt up right up against the webinar. These guys are going to talk a while, and it's going to, we're going to miss the webinar. So unfortunately, I had to ping Kimberly last minute. Like, we just need to reschedule. FedEx, I'm still trying to wake up. It's too early. FedEx, you're on the East Coast, right? And it's 9:18 a.m. right now. Wake up. But if you go to, I see multiple people talking about it, but if you literally go to webinars, I think, .barricadecyber.com. I believe it's plural. Yep. And so webinars.barricadecyber.com. Let me put this in the chat. You'll see the ransomware. You'll see the Fortify. And I probably need to do a podcast.barricadecyber.com, so that way that will go over to Brutally Honest. I don't know. Is there... Kimberly may already have this. Hear that it's going to be... We also are launching our new site as well. And we got phase 2 done, and if I understand it correctly, we're gonna have I think services are gonna be split out. It's gonna be like resources or something, and then the webinar links and the podcast and all that are gonna be there. So that'll be a good, easy place to be able to view everything. So Got our personas built out here. You can. I'm really happy about the new Fortify 365 website. Really does a lot of great explanations, and the old one did not do. So, and I know the firm that's doing ours, our overhaul, the Steven, and I forget his last name off the top of my head, but he used to work at SANS, and there's several SANS folks that are helping put this thing together and really overhaul this thing. And Kimberly and Lisa have pretty much been the point people working with them on design, because I've learned a long time ago I need to stay out of design. So I got to go through and proofread it, but I think Kimberly's been doing an awesome job just going through it. So it's been one massive task that's been taken off of my plate, so I can't be happier. So a lot of the credit goes to Kimberly and Lisa with Barricade, working with Steven and the team over there to get the site up and running. So couldn't be happier. Let's see. Well, guys, if you guys are not, I know the viewership has dropped down to 171, but I don't remember how many viewers were here when we picked up Jawjacking. But maybe it's just a slow week for questions. People are geared up for Turkey Day. That reminds me, I forgot to ask my question. I'll make sure to do that next time. What is everybody saying? FedEx says the website looks sick. Thank you. Appreciate your time regardless. Yeah, man. Stephen Hart, that's his last name. For some reason, I keep forgetting his last name. But yeah, he's doing the heavy lift. Kim, you are right there with them. Yeah, they're doing the design, but you're keeping them straight and, really going through everything, with a fine-tooth comb. So. Carrie Chasen says, I will have the brisket in the oven soon. Heck yeah. I have never had brisket in the oven, because to me that kind of defeats the purpose. But the concept's the same though. You still have to stall, you still have to wrap it. It just won't have that smoke, which is fine. I know there's some YouTube people that now that you say that, I remember seeing some videos where in the oven they would put like a aluminum foil filled with some water, and then another aluminum foil put some wood chips that may have been marinated in some stuff to help put that smoke flavor in there. So. Question from the real Chris Young. Do you get time off over the holiday weekend, or are you on call even on Thanksgiving? Chris, yes, I am on call 24/7, 365, because cyber incidents never, ever stop. And, as I stated before, the holidays are here, and this is when they're going to ramp up. So. I'm crashing your Thanksgiving. Eric from Misty Died. There's really nothing special going on. I'm not even smoking a turkey this year. We're doing a real low key this year. Question from J.E.M. Michael. CMMC level 2, what's that all entail with controls and permissions? It's 187 controls, if I remember correctly, and a lot of documentation. And then you go through what's called self-attestation. You have your supporting documentation, and then you go through a C3APO. I'm always butchering it. But there's an independent auditor that comes and verifies everything that you do. Question from FedEx: how's the 3D printer project going? You know, my 3D printer is goofed up. So I've got the Anycubic Cobra 3, I think it's called. And there's some filament that's stuck in the injector, and I got to figure out a way. All the guides I've been looking at are not applicable to my printer. And when I take the cover off and I take the warmer nozzle and all that stuff up, whatever it's called, you know, I can see in the clear case that there is white filament in there, and that's what the printer is complaining about. But, you know, kind of going through that process of get that fixed, because I need to finish printing my shelves. They're just sitting here on my desk. All right, so we are coming up to the bottom of the hour, so it is time for the Simply Offensive podcast. Yeah. All right, so just stick around. We will end this show, and the YouTubes will automatically pump you over to the next podcast. And if I don't talk to y'all before, sorry, I'm a little off. I feel a little off. Today. But if I don't talk to y'all beforehand, y'all have a very safe and happy Thanksgiving. Hopefully y'all eat a bunch of turkey and stuffing and cranberry and whatever your favorites are. Safe travels out there. I know roads are hectic. I know flights are still problematic, even though the government's back up. So I wish everybody happy and safe travel times, and being able to enjoy some family time. So with that, y'all take care of yourself and stay curious, my friends.
Hey everybody, I hope you enjoyed that content. Keep the cybersecurity train going by connecting with the other Simply Cyber community resources. We have the Discord server that's lively and always keeps the conversation going. You can connect with me directly on LinkedIn. And also every single weekday morning on the Simply Cyber channel, we're doing live daily cyber threat briefings, 8 a.m. Eastern time, as well as Thursday at 4:30 p.m. We're doing live stream interviews with industry experts, and we produce videos that we push out every Wednesday morning. I'm Jerry from Simply Cyber. I hope you enjoyed the content, and we'll see you in the next one.